so far?
Nothing wrong. They didn't. This is the thing, Brian, and this is what drives you crazy about, President Obama pontificating about the rule of law. One of the last official acts that Obama did was to pardon an FALN terrorist, to spring him from federal prison. So in Obama's world, it's okay to obstruct the Fast and Furious investigation in which an American agent died because of the way the Justice Department and its agencies ran that investigation. It's okay to obstruct the IRS abuse of Americans who were trying to marshal themselves together for purposes of the election in 2012 against Obama. And you spring a convicted terrorist, but you have to press ahead with the case against a decorated American combat veteran against whom they don't have a case.
Right. Andy, let me roll in what President Obama said Friday on his alumni call that leaked to Yahoo. Listen.
That's the kind of stuff where you begin to get worried that basic, not just institutional norms, but our basic understanding of rule of law is at risk.
Is it, Andy?
Yeah, really? You start with the Attorney General under Obama being held in contempt for misleading Congress and obstructing the investigation in Fast and Furious, and you end by springing an FALN terrorist from prison. And the problem with the rule of law is Mike Flynn?
I hear you. You want to point out something else in front of the judge. There is no case against Mike Flynn. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that's the best reason. We're having this big debate about materiality because that's the main thing the Justice Department went with. They said because there's no legitimate underlying investigation, nothing he said, whether it was false or not, could have been material. That's fine as far as it goes. The best reason to drop a case is that the government can't prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, which is always the government's burden. In this case, the only evidence against Flynn, that is the evidence of what he said in the interview, is the testimony of Peter Strzok and Joe Pientka, who are two FBI agents who in general have immense credibility problems. And in this particular case, the proof that would have come out is that the FBI played games with the 302, which is the interview memorandum that is supposed to have summarized what Flynn said in the interview. So Flynn's comments are equivocal. The two witnesses who would be testifying about them are incredible, and those witnesses thought Flynn told them the truth. You can't prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt if that's your case. And if you don't have a case, you have an ethical responsibility as a prosecutor to drop it, which is what the Justice Department did last week.
And it's also unequivocal there's few better people to talk to in the country about this case than you. Andy, thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian.
You got it. As California slowly starts to reopen, one gym owner has a message for the governor. Speed it up before it's too late.